As the first chill of winter brushes against your skin, let it be a reminder that the winter arc has started, a time for introspection, resilience, and profound transformation. Just as nature sheds its leaves, now is the perfect moment for you to cast away old burdens and prepare for the new. Winter, often perceived as the end of the year, is in fact a profound beginning. It's a time when the world quiets down, offering a blank canvas for us to create anew. As the days grow shorter and nights longer, it provides the perfect backdrop for reflection and planning. This season invites us to pause, to contemplate our journeys, and to set the stage for the year ahead. Embrace the stillness. In it, you'll find the clarity to see new paths and possibilities. Let winter's silence speak to you, guiding your heart and mind toward new beginnings. The notion that winter signifies an end is ingrained in many of us. We see it as the final chapter, a conclusion to the year's narrative. However, this perspective overlooks the essence of what winter truly represents: the beginning of a new cycle. As nature retreats into a period of dormancy, it is not signaling an end, but rather preparing for a renewal. The barren trees and silent landscapes are not devoid of life. They are simply in a phase of preparation, laying the groundwork for the vibrant growth that will come with spring. For us, winter is a time to slow down and engage in deep introspection. The hustle and bustle of the rest of the year often leave little room for such reflection. But winter, with its long nights and quiet days, provides the perfect setting for us to turn inward. It is in these moments of stillness that we can evaluate our past actions, understand our current state, and envision our future paths. So reflection is crucial for personal growth, as it allows us to learn from our experiences and to plan our next steps with intention. The beauty of beginnings lies in the possibilities they present. When we view winter as a beginning rather than an end, we open ourselves up to a world of potential. Shift in perspective can be incredibly empowering. It transforms winter from a season of bleakness to one of hope and opportunity. Each day becomes a chance to start anew, to set new goals, and to work towards them with renewed vigor. Embracing the stillness of winter can be challenging in our fast-paced world. We are conditioned to value productivity and constant motion, and the idea of slowing down can feel uncomfortable. However, it is in this stillness that we can find clarity. When we take the time to quiet our minds and listen to our inner voices, we can gain insights that are often drowned out by the noise of daily life. So clarity can guide us in making decisions that are aligned with our true selves and our long-term goals. Winter silence can be a powerful teacher. In the absence of external distractions, we are forced to confront our inner thoughts and feelings. This can be both enlightening and uncomfortable, but it is a necessary part of the process. By facing our inner selves head-on, we can gain a deeper understanding of who we are and what we truly want. This self-awareness is the foundation of all personal growth and transformation. As you embrace the winter season, take advantage of the opportunities it presents for new beginnings. Use this time to set intentions for the year ahead, to plan your goals, and to take the first steps towards achieving them. Remember that every great journey begins with a single step, and winter is the perfect time to take that step. Allow the season's stillness to guide you, to inspire you, and to help you see the beauty in starting anew. Stillness of winter is not emptiness, but a profound strength. Just as the trees stand bare and strong against the cold, we too must find our resilience in quiet moments. This is a season that teaches us the power of patience and perseverance. In the hushed tranquility, we can gather our thoughts, fortify our spirits, and prepare for the bustling activity that lies ahead. Embrace the calm and allow it to strengthen you from within. This inner strength will be your foundation, supporting you through challenges and triumphs alike. Stillness is often misunderstood as inactivity or lack of progress. However, true stillness is an active and powerful state. It is a time for regeneration, for gathering strength, and for preparing for future endeavors. In nature, we see this clearly in the way trees and plants enter a state of dormancy during winter. While they may appear lifeless on the surface, beneath the ground they are conserving energy and fortifying their roots, getting ready for the burst of growth that will come with spring. For us, winter's stillness is an opportunity to build our inner strength. It is a time to pause and reflect, to gather our thoughts, and to plan our next moves with intention. In the stillness, we can assess our progress, identify our challenges, and develop strategies to overcome them. This quiet period is crucial for personal growth as it allows us to build a strong foundation for future success. Patience is a key lesson of winter. In a society that values instant gratification, learning to be patient can be a challenge. However, patience is a powerful virtue that can greatly enhance our lives. It teaches us to wait for the right moment and to trust the process and to remain steadfast in our goals even when progress seems slow. The winter, with its long nights and slow pace, is a perfect time to cultivate this virtue. By embracing patience, we can learn to appreciate the journey and to trust that everything unfolds in its own time. Perseverance is another essential quality that winter can help us develop. The cold, dark days can be challenging both physically and emotionally. However, it is through facing these challenges that we build our resilience. Perseverance is about pushing through difficulties, remaining committed to our goals, and never giving up, no matter how tough circumstances. Winter provides the perfect backdrop for owning this skill as it teaches us to endure and to find strength in adversity. In the stillness of winter, we also have the opportunity to connect with ourselves on a deeper level. This quiet time allows us to listen to our inner voices, to understand our true desires, and to align our actions with our values. This self-awareness is a powerful tool that can guide us in making decisions that are true to ourselves and our long-term goals. It is in the stillness that we can find clarity and direction, helping us to navigate the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. Winter stillness is also a time for self-care and rejuvenation. It is a season to nurture ourselves, to rest and to recharge. By taking care of our physical, emotional, and mental well-being, we build a strong foundation for future growth. This self-care is not a luxury, but a necessity. It ensures that we have the energy, strength, and resilience to pursue our goals and to face life's challenges with confidence. So racing the calm of winter can be transformative. It allows us to slow down, to reflect, and to gather strength. This inner strength becomes our foundation, supporting us through challenges, triumphs alike. By finding strength in stillness, we build the resilience and perseverance needed to navigate life's ups and downs. As you embrace the stillness of winter, remember that it is not emptiness, but a powerful force that can guide you towards personal growth and transformation. Winter is often viewed as a time of dormancy where everything slows down. Nature pauses and the world seems to hold its breath. But in truth, winter is far more than just a cold, quiet season. Winter is a time for transformation. It's a season where nature pulls inward, conserving energy and focusing on what is essential. This is the essence of your winter arc. It is the moment where you too are called to turn inward, to embrace the quiet, and to use this time to rebuild, to grow, and to transform into a stronger version of yourself. At first glance, winter might feel like a season of loss. The trees lose their leaves, the warmth of the sun fades, and the lively energy of the world seems to go into hibernation. But this perception overlooks a fundamental truth. Winter is the foundation of renewal. Beneath the surface of the frozen ground, roots are growing deeper. Seeds are preparing for their future bloom, and life is quietly strengthening itself. This is where your transformation begins. The winter arc is your opportunity to shed what no longer serves you. Just as the trees release their leaves, now is the time for you to let go of the burdens, the doubts, and the fears that have been holding you back. It's not a season of loss, but of necessary release. You are not losing, you are making space for something greater. You are preparing for your own spring, the time when you will emerge more powerful, more focused, and more determined than ever before. But first, you must embrace this winter, this moment of stillness, and allow it to transform you from the inside out. Think about the most profound changes in your life. Were they born in moments of ease and comfort? Or did they come from the challenges, from the times when you were pushed to your limits, when you were forced to confront your deepest fears, uncertainties? Winter is a metaphor for those moments. It is a season that strips away the superficial and reveals the core of who you are. It's in the cold and the discomfort that you find your true strength. In this winter arc, you are called to embrace the discomfort, to lean into the cold. This is not a time to retreat in fear, but to stand tall in the face of the storm. The challenges you face now are not meant to break you. They are meant to shape you, to refine you, and to bring out the best in you. You are in the process of becoming something greater, something more powerful than you ever imagined. But just like nature in winter, that transformation takes time. And most of all, it takes trust in yourself and trust in the process. Winter doesn't rush. It unfolds slowly, purposefully, giving everything the time it needs to prepare for the renewal that is to come. In your winter arc, you must do the same. Don't rush your growth. Don't expect immediate results. Instead, focus on small, quiet changes happening within you. Focus on building a strong foundation, on nurturing your inner strength, and on preparing yourself for the opportunities that will come when your spring arrives. This season of your life is not about outward achievement. It's not about proving anything to the world. It's about proving something to yourself. It's about finding the courage to keep going, even when the world feels cold and unforgiving. It's about recognizing that the hardest seasons often give birth to the most beautiful transformations. This is your time to do the inner work, to heal, to grow, and to prepare for the next phase of your journey. One of the most important lessons that winter teaches us is the power of endurance. The trees, the animals, the plants, they all endure the harshness of the season with quiet strength. They don't fight against the cold, they adapt to it. They conserve their energy, they draw on their reserves, and they wait patiently for the time when they can once again flourish. In the same way, your winter arc is a time to conserve your energy, to draw on your inner strength, and to trust that your time to flourish is coming. But don't mistake this period of rest for stagnation. Just because progress isn't visible on the outside doesn't mean it's not happening. In fact, the most significant growth often happens in the quiet, unseen moments. This is when your roots are growing deeper, when your character is being shaped, and when your resilience is being built. It's in these moments that you are becoming the person you need to be for the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. So as the winter arc begins, embrace the cold. Embrace the stillness. Embrace the discomfort. Because it's in these moments that your transformation will take place. You are not being held back, you are being prepared. You are not being slowed down, you are being strengthened. This is your season of growth, and when spring finally arrives, you will emerge stronger, more powerful, and more ready than ever before to take on the world. Endurance is not just about surviving, it's about thriving in the face of difficulty. It's about waking up each day knowing that the path ahead may be tough, but choosing to move forward anyway. The chill of winter may slow you down, but it cannot stop you unless you let it. This season is not about sprinting to the finish line, it's about taking one determined step after another. Despite the cold winds that try to knock you down, consider the great athletes, the marathon runners, the mountaineers who climb the world's tallest peaks. Their success is not determined by their speed or their talent alone. It's their endurance, their ability to keep going, their bodies scream to stop that sets them apart. They understand that the journey is long, and it's their commitment to endure that allows them to reach the summit. In your winter arc, you are the climber, and every step you take, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to your own summit. But endurance is not just about grit. It's also about strategy. It's about knowing when to push and when to rest. The trees in winter do not waste their energy on unnecessary growth. Instead, they focus on deepening their roots, ensuring that when spring comes, they are ready to bloom in full force. In your winter arc, you too must be strategic. Use this time to deepen your foundations, to strengthen your core beliefs, and to build the mental and emotional stamina that will carry you forward when the next challenge arises. Your endurance is what will carry you through the toughest times. It's what will set you apart from those who give up when the going gets tough. And here's the beauty of endurance. The more you practice it, the stronger it becomes. Every time you push through a difficult moment, you are training yourself to handle even greater challenges in the future. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a victory in itself. Endurance is also about mindset. It's about choosing to see the challenges of winter not as obstacles, but as opportunities. Opportunities to prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. Opportunities to build resilience, to learn from the hardships, and to come out the other side stronger than before. The cold may try to wear you down, but it's your mindset that will determine whether you rise above it or succumb to it. The greatest victories are not won in moments of ease and comfort. They are won in the trenches, in the moments when everything seems to be against you. but you choose to keep going anyway. This is the heart of endurance. It's the choice to keep showing up day after day, even when the results are not immediate, even when the journey feels long and arduous. In your winter arc, you are building the kind of strength that cannot be shaken by the storms of life. As you navigate this season, remember that endurance is not about perfection. It's about progress. It's about doing what you can with what you have, even if that means spiking small, seemingly insignificant steps. Those small steps add up, and over time they will lead you to places you never thought possible. In the cold of winter, it's easy to feel like giving up. But this is the time when your true character is revealed. This is the time when you discover just how strong, how resilient, and how determined you are. The winter arc is not about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning how to dance in the snow, how to thrive in the cold, and how to use every challenge as fuel for your growth. Your endurance is what will carry you through the darkest days and the coldest nights. It's what will keep you moving forward, even when the world seems frozen around you. And when the spring finally arrives, when the world begins to thaw and life returns, you will look back on this season and realize that it was in the cold, in the quiet, in the moments of struggle, that you became the strongest version of yourself. Winter is often perceived as harsh and unforgiving, but within that cold lies the opportunity to find true strength. When the winds bite and the frost creeps in, nature doesn't shrink away, it adapts. The animals grow thicker coats, the plants conserve their energy, and life continues to thrive despite the challenges. This is the lesson that the winter arc brings to you, that you too can adapt and find strength even when the world seems to be against you. In every person's life, there comes a time when things feel cold emotionally, mentally, or even physically. This coldness can manifest in relationships, career struggles, personal loss, or moments of self-doubt. But it's in these coldest of times that you are given the chance to discover just how powerful you truly are. You are not made to be defeated by the cold. You are made to endure it, to learn from it, and to use it as fuel for your growth. Consider the story of the great explorers and mountaineers, those who have faced the most extreme conditions in the world. When they venture into the frozen wastelands or the highest peaks, they do not expect the journey to be easy. They know that the cold will test them, push them to their limits, and challenge their very survival. But they also know that within those challenges lie the greatest rewards. The same is true for you. The cold is not here to break you, it's here to show you just how much strength you already possess. One of the most profound lessons of the winter arc is that strength is not about overpowering the challenges you face, it's about learning to work with them. The cold teaches you to conserve your energy, to be smart about your choices, and to stay focused on what truly matters. It's easy to waste energy when everything is warm and comfortable, but in the cold you must be strategic. You must learn to prioritize, to let go of what is unnecessary, and to focus on the core of who you are and what you want to achieve. This is the time to strip away the distractions, the superficial concerns, and the noise that often clouds your path. The winter arc demands that you become laser focused on your goals, that you hone your skills, and that you tap into the deeper wells of strength within you. This is not the season for quick wins or easy victories. It's the season for endurance, for steady progress, and for building the kind of strength that will carry you through not just this winter, but every challenge that follows. Strength in the cold is about resilience. It's about knowing that even when things seem frozen and unmovable, there is still life beneath the surface. You may not see immediate progress, but that doesn't mean it's not happening. The roots of your strength are growing deeper with every challenge you face, every difficulty you overcome. You are becoming more resilient, more focused, and more determined with each passing day. There will be moments when the cold feels overwhelming, when you question whether you have the strength to keep going. But in those moments, remember this: the cold is temporary. It may last for a season, but it'll not last forever. When the cold finally breaks, when the warmth of success starts to creep in, you will be stronger because you've endured. You will be wiser because you learned how to adapt. You will be more resilient because you refused to give up when things were difficult. Finding strength in the cold is also about learning to embrace the discomfort. Growth doesn't happen in comfort zones. It happens when you step outside of what is familiar and safe and into the unknown. The winter arc pushes you into that space of discomfort where you are forced to confront your fears, your doubts, and your limitations. But it's in that space that the most profound growth occurs. Embracing the cold means embracing the challenges that come with it. It means understanding that the obstacles you face are not roadblocks, but stepping stones. Each challenge is an opportunity to learn something new, to develop a new skill, or to strengthen your resolve. The cold is not your enemy, it's your teacher. And the lessons it brings are the ones that will shape you into the person you are meant to be. In this season, you are called to be like the evergreen trees that thrive even in the harshest winters. They do not lose their leaves, they remain steadfast and strong, no matter how cold it gets. You too must remain steadfast. Your dreams, your goals, and your purpose are your leaves. And no matter how challenging the winter becomes, you must hold on to them. The cold cannot take them away unless you let it. Strength in the cold is also about community. Just as animals huddle together for warmth, you must surround yourself with people who support and uplift you. This is not a time to go through life alone. Seek out those who share your vision, who believe in your dreams, and who will stand by you when the cold winds blow. Together you can create a warmth that will carry you through even the darkest days. Ultimately, the strength you find in the cold will not just help you survive this winter, it will prepare you for every challenge you face in the future. The lessons you learn, the resilience you build, and the determination you cultivate will become a permanent part of who you are. The winter arc is not just a season, it's a transformative journey that will leave you stronger, wiser, and more capable than ever before. As the winter arc begins, the cold isn't just something you feel in the air, it's something you feel within. The external season often mirrors the internal struggles we face. When everything outside frozen quiet and still, it's often the time when our deepest fears, doubts, and insecurities come to the surface. This is the winter within, and confronting it is one of the most crucial parts of your journey. The winter arc forces you to look inward, to face the parts of yourself that you've been avoiding. In the hustle and bustle of warmer seasons, it's easy to distract yourself with external pursuits, work, relationships, achievements. But when winter sets in and everything slows down, you are left with only yourself. It's in this stillness that your inner demons come knocking, reminding you of the fears you haven't faced, the doubts you've been pushed aside, and the pain you've been carrying for too long. But here's the truth: confronting your inner demons is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of incredible strength. It takes courage to sit with your fears, to acknowledge your insecurities, and to face the parts of yourself that you rather ignore. The winter arc is your opportunity to do just that. It's your chance to go inward, to confront the darkness within you, and to come out the other side a stronger and more self-aware. Every person has their own inner winter, the season where they feel lost, uncertain, and afraid. But it's in this season that the most profound personal growth happens. Think of it as a deep cleansing process. Just as the cold strips the trees of their leaves, the winter within strips you of your pretenses, your mask, and your false beliefs. It brings you face to face with your true self, and while that can be uncomfortable, it's also incredibly liberating. One of the most important lessons of the winter arc is that you cannot run from yourself. No matter how fast you try to move, no matter how many distractions you fill your life with, eventually the winter within will catch up to you. And when it does, you have a choice. You can either continue running, or you can stop, turn around, and face your inner demons head on. This is the moment when true transformation happens. When you confront your inner demons, you take away their power. The fears that have been holding you back, the doubts that have been whispering in your ear, the insecurities that have been keeping you small, none of them can survive in the orbit of your awareness. By acknowledging them, by bringing them into the open, you rob them of their ability to control you. You begin to see them for what they really are: illusions, stories you've been telling yourself, beliefs that no longer serve you. But confronting your inner demons is not just about overcoming fear, it's about learning to embrace all parts of yourself, even the parts you consider dark or flawed. The winter arc is a time for self-compassion, for recognizing that every part of you, even the parts you struggle with, deserves love and acceptance. You are not broken because you have fears or doubts. You are human. And it's in embracing your humanity and think to move fully that you find the strength to move forward. This inner winter is not a punishment, it's a gift. It's the universe's way of giving you the space to heal, to grow, and to transform from the inside out. Just as the earth rests and renews itself in winter, you are being given the opportunity to rest and renew yourself. But this renewal cannot happen if you continue to run from the things that scare you. It can only happen when you confront them, when you sit with them, when you choose to heal. Healing is not always easy. It requires you to feel the pain you've been avoiding, to acknowledge the wounds that still hurt, and to give yourself the time and space to heal. But the winter arc is the perfect time for this. In the stillness of winter, when the world around you is quiet, you have the opportunity to turn inward and focus on your healing journey. This is your time to let go of the past, to release the pain, and to make space for the new growth that is coming. In many ways, the winter within is like a cocoon. It's a place of transformation where you go inward, confront your fears, and emerge as something new. But just like the caterpillar, this transformation requires patience. It requires trust in the process and a willingness to sit in the discomfort of not knowing what comes next. But when the winter passes and you emerge from your cocoon, you will be stronger, wiser, and more fully yourself than ever before. This inner journey is not one that others can take with you. It's a deeply personal experience, one that requires you to be honest with your cross and to trust in your own ability to heal and grow. But you are not alone in this journey. Every person who has ever faced their inner winter has walked this path before you, and their strength is a testament to what is possible for you as well. So as the winter arc begins, don't fear the cold. Don't fear the stillness or the quiet. Don't fear the inner demons that may come to the surface. Instead, see this season as an opportunity for profound growth and transformation. See it as a time to confront the parts of yourself that you've been avoiding, to heal the wounds that have been holding you back, and to emerge from the winter stronger, more resilient, and more fully yourself than ever before. The winter within is not the end of your journey, it's just the beginning. It's the season where you face your fears, where you learn to love yourself fully, and where you begin the process of becoming the person you are meant to be. Embrace this winter, embrace the inner work, and trust that on the other side of this season you will find the warmth, the light, and the growth you've been seeking all along. It's not the warmth that defines you, but how you stand tall when the frost hits hardest. When the winter wind blows and the frost bites deep, there's a natural instinct to shrink back, to pull into yourself, and to seek shelter from the cold. But this is precisely the time when your resilience is tested, when the world is not warm and welcoming, but cold and unforgiving. This is when your ability to stand tall, to face the harshness head-on, becomes your greatest strength. Resilience is not about avoiding the storm, it's about standing firm in the midst of it, knowing that no matter how cold it gets, you have the power to endure. Resilience is a muscle, one that you strengthen with every challenge you face. It's easy to be strong when everything is going well, when the sun is shining and the path is clear. But true strength is revealed in the winter, when the days are short, the nights are long, and the road ahead is covered in ice. It's in these moments of adversity that your resilience is forged, not in the heat of success, but in the chill of struggle. In the winter arc, resilience means staying true to your goals and your vision, even when progress seems slow, even when the results you've been working toward feel out of reach. The cold may try to convince you that your efforts are futile, that it's easier to give up and wait for warmer days. But resilience is the refusal to let the external conditions dictate your internal state. It's the decision to keep moving forward, step by step, no matter how frozen the ground beneath you may seem. Consider the mountains. Year after year, they are battered by the elements, wind, snow, ice, but they remain unmoved, steadfast in their presence. The mountain doesn't crumble under the weight of the snow, it endures because it is built on a foundation of strength and resilience. In your winter arc, you are the mountain, The cold may try to weigh you down, but your resilience can keep you standing tall, grounded in your purpose, and unshaken by the challenges that come your way. Resilience is also about adaptability. It's not just about withstanding the cold, it's about learning how to thrive within it. The most resilient people are not those who resist change, but those who embrace it, who see the shifting conditions of winter as an opportunity to grow and evolve. When the frost hits, they don't freeze in place, they adapt. They find new ways to move forward, new strategies to overcome the obstacles in their path, and new sources of strength within themselves. This adaptability is key to resilience. Just as nature adapts to the changing seasons, you too must learn to adapt to the challenges that life throws your way. The winter arc may require you to change your approach, to rethink your strategies, and to find new ways of achieving your goals. But this doesn't mean abandoning your dreams. It means being flexible enough to adjust your path while staying true to your purpose. Resilience is not rigid. It bends and flows with the currents of life, always finding a way forward, no matter how difficult the journey may be. In the face of adversity, resilience also means maintaining hope. It's easy to lose sight of the light when you're surrounded by darkness, to forget the warmth of the sun when all you feel is the cold. But resilience is about holding on to hope, even when the evidence of success is not immediately visible. It's about trusting that the winter will not last forever, that spring will come, and that all the hard work you put in during the cold months will eventually bear fruit. Hope is not just a passive feeling, it's an active choice. It's choosing to believe in your ability to overcome even when the odds seem stacked against you. It's choosing to keep going even when every part of you wants to quit. Resilience is fueled by hope, by the belief that no matter how hard the winter may be, you have the strength to endure it and emerge stronger on the other side. But resilience is not just about surviving the winter, it's about thriving within it. It's about using the challenges you face as opportunities to grow, to learn, and to become a better version of yourself. The cold may try to break you, but it's your resilience that turns the frost into fuel. Every setback, every obstacle, every difficult moment is a chance to be your resilience, to strengthen your resolve, and to prove to yourself just how capable you truly are. Resilience is also about perspective. It's about how you choose to view the challenges you face. You can see the winter as a time of hardship, or you can see it as a time of growth. You can view the cold as something that drains your energy, or you can see it as something that sharpens your focus. Resilience is the ability to shift your perspective, to find the silver lining in every storm, and to use the adversity you face as a stepping stone to greater strength. In this winter arc, you are being called to tap into your deepest reserves of resilience. This is not a time to shrink away from the cold, but to embrace it as a part of your journey. Every challenge you face, every obstacle you overcome, is building your resilience, making you stronger, more determined, and more capable than ever before. And when the winter finally breaks, when the cold gives way to the warmth of spring, you will look back on this season not with regret, but with pride, knowing that you endured, that you stood tall, and that you came out the other side stronger than ever. Resilience is not about waiting for the storm to pass, it's about learning how to dance in the snow. It's about finding joy in the struggle, about seeing the beauty in the challenge, and about knowing that every step you take in the cold is bringing you closer to the warmth of success. The winter arc is not the end of your journey, it's just the beginning. And with each passing day, with each challenge you face, you are becoming more resilient, more powerful, and more unstoppable. So as the frost settles in and the cold winds blow, remember this: you are resilient. You are strong. You are capable of enduring anything that life throws your way. The winter arc may be difficult, but it is not impossible. And when you emerge from this season, you will be stronger, wiser, and more ready than ever to take on whatever challenges come next. The cold may test you, but it will never defeat you, because you are resilient and you will rise. Winter is the teacher we didn't ask for, but the one we desperately need. In every arc of life, there are seasons where we feel tested, where every step feels heavier, and every goal seems further away. The winter arc is one such season, but within its frost lies the most profound lessons. It may not seem apparent at first, but winter isn't just about enduring, it's about learning. It's in the quiet and cold where you discover truths about yourself that warmer, easier times could never reveal. This is the season where adversity becomes your greatest teacher. Adversity, while painful, is where growth thrives. Look at the tree in the heart of winter, standing bare, exposed to the harsh elements. From the outside, it seems lifeless, frozen in time. But beneath the surface, beneath the frost-covered ground, the tree's roots are working harder than ever. They are digging deeper into the soil, searching for nutrients, anchoring the tree more firmly to the earth, preparing it for the spring bloom. In the same way, the winter arc is about digging deeper into yourself. It's about strengthening your foundations, learning who you are in the face of challenges, and setting the stage for your future growth. Adversity strips away the distractions. It forces you to look at what really matters, to see what's essential, and to focus your energy where it's most needed. The winter arc compels you to let go of the unnecessary weight, the fears, the insecurities, the doubts that have been holding you back. It's easy to carry extra baggage in the warmth of summer, but when the cold comes, you are forced to lighten your load. In this process, you discover the strength that has always been within you, a strength you might not have known existed if it weren't for the cold winds of adversity. One of the greatest lessons of winter is that struggle is not a sign of failure, it's a part of the process. Too often we are taught to fear struggle, to see it as a detour or a setback. The caterpillar doesn't become a butterfly without the struggle of the cocoon. The athlete doesn't build strength without the pain of training. And you and your winter arc won't reach your full potential without facing the challenges that come your way. These challenges are not roadblocks, they are stepping stones, each one bringing you closer to the person you are meant to be. Adversity also teaches resilience, patience, and the power of persistence. In the warmth of summer, when everything comes easily, it's easy to become complacent. But winter forces you to keep going, even when progress seems slow, even when the results of your efforts aren't immediately visible. It teaches you to trust the process, to have faith that your hard work will eventually pay off, even if it doesn't happen on your timeline. Patience, born from adversity, becomes your ally. It reminds you that nothing worth having comes without effort, and that the cold season, while difficult, is temporary. In the winter arc, you also learn the value of inner strength. When the external conditions are less than ideal, when everything around you seems frozen and stagnant, you are forced to turn inward. It's in these moments that you discover the well of strength within you, a strength that is not dependent on external circumstances. This inner strength becomes your anchor, your guide, and your source of power during the coldest days. It reminds you that no matter how bleak things may seem, you have the ability to keep moving forward, to keep pushing, and to keep believing in yourself. Another crucial lesson of the winter arc is the importance of self-reliance. When the warmth of others is scarce, when the external support you're used to isn't as readily available, you learn to rely on yourself. This is not about isolation, it's about empowerment. It's about realizing that you are your own best ally, that you have the tools, the wisdom, and the strength within you to overcome whatever challenges come your way. The winter may strip away the external comforts, but in doing so, it reveals your own capacity for greatness. Adversity also teaches empathy and compassion. When you go through difficult times, you become more attuned to the struggles of others. The winter arc, while challenging, opens your heart to the experiences of those around you. It softens the edges of judgment and fosters a deeper understanding of what it means to endure hardship. This newfound empathy not only strengthens your relationships, but also makes you a source of support for others who are going through their own winters. Furthermore, the winter arc reminds you of the importance of perspective. Just as winter is only one season in the cycle of the year, adversity is only one chapter in the story of your life. It may be difficult, it may be painful, but it is not the end. It's simply a phase, one that will eventually give way to the warmth of spring. Holding on to this perspective, even in the darkest days, allows you to keep moving forward with hope and determination. You come to understand that every season, even the coldest one, has a purpose, and that no season lasts forever. Finally, the winter arc teaches you gratitude. When you weather the cold, when you face the challenges head on and come out the other side, you appreciate the warmth in a way you never could before. The struggles you endure make the victories that much sweeter. The frost makes the sunshine feel that much warmer. And the adversity you face makes you that much more grateful for the strength, resilience, and growth you've gained along the way. In the end, the lessons of the winter arc are not just about surviving the cold, they are about thriving because of it. Adversity, while difficult, is a gift. It shapes you, molds you, and prepares you for the spring that is to come. And when the winter finally passes, when the cold gives way to the warmth of a new season, you will emerge not just as someone who survived, but as someone who grew, who learned, and who became stronger because of it. When the world grows cold, it's the fire within that keeps you alive. Endurance is a word that often doesn't get the recognition it deserves. It's not glamorous like success, nor does it carry the immediate gratification that comes with a victory. Endurance is quieter, more subtle, but make no mistake, it is endurance that keeps you going in the winter arc. When the warmth fades and you are left to face the cold head on, it is endurance, the will to keep moving forward, that will carry you through. In the heart of winter, when the frost seems endless, the temptation to give up can be overwhelming. But the very essence of endurance is the refusal to quit. The unwavering belief that no matter how long or difficult the journey may be, you can and will make it to the other side. This isn't blind optimism, it's the kind of faith that is built on past struggles, on the knowledge that you've faced hardship before and survived. Each challenge you've overcome has prepared you for this moment, has shown you that you are capable of enduring far more than you once believed. Endurance is not about sprinting toward the finish line, it's about pacing yourself for the long haul. In the winter arc, progress may feel slow. Days may drag on with no immediate signs of improvement, and the cold may seem relentless. But endurance teaches you that the race is not won by those who burn themselves out quickly, but by those who keep moving one step at a time, no matter how tough the terrain. Endurance is about finding the strength to keep going, even when every fiber of your being is telling you to stop. One of the greatest gifts of endurance is that it teaches you patience. In our fast-paced world, we're conditioned to seek instant results. We want immediate feedback, quick solutions, and overnight success. But the winter arc is a reminder that some things take time. Growth is not always visible on the surface, especially in the colder months when everything seems still. But just like the seeds lying dormant under the snow, your efforts are still taking root, even if you can't see the results yet. Endurance allows you to trust the process, to understand that success is not always about speed, but about persistence. There's also a certain beauty in endurance. When you endure, you're not just surviving, you're proving to yourself that you are stronger than the circumstances you face. Every day that you choose to get up, to keep going, to push through the cold, you are building a fire within yourself that can withstand any storm. The external world may be cold and unforgiving, but the warmth you cultivate inside, the passion, the drive, the determination will be the fuel that keeps you alive. Endurance is about keeping that fire alive, no matter how harsh the winter may be. But endurance is not just about surviving, it's about thriving in the midst of adversity. It's about finding moments of joy and gratitude, even when the road is tough. It's about recognizing that each step forward, no matter how small, is progress. Endurance doesn't mean you won't feel the weight of the challenges you face. It simply means you won't let that weight crush you. You carry it with you, and in doing so, you become stronger. You learn to find peace in the process, to celebrate the small victories, and to keep your eyes fixed on the bigger picture. Endurance also requires you to believe in your own capacity for greatness, even when the evidence of that greatness is not immediately visible. The winter arc can test your self-belief in ways that no other season can. When everything around you seems frozen, it's easy to question your abilities, to doubt whether you have what it takes to make it through. But this is where endurance shines. It is the quiet voice that says, keep going. It's the inner strength that pushes you to take just one more step, even when the path ahead seems uncertain. And with endurance comes resilience. Every day that you push through the winter, you're not just enduring, you're becoming more resilient. The cold is no longer something to be feared, it becomes something you know you can handle. The challenges that once seemed insurmountable become stepping stones in your journey. Endurance doesn't just help you survive the winter, it transforms you into someone who can thrive in any season. It's about becoming the kind of person who, no matter what life throws at them, knows they have the strength to endure. Another powerful aspect of endurance is that it teaches you to focus on what you can control. The winter will do what it does, the cold will come, the nights will be long, and the frost will settle. But you cannot control the winter. What you can control is how you respond to it. You can choose to let the cold stop you in your tracks, or you can choose to keep moving, even when the going gets tough. Endurance is about taking ownership of your response, about choosing to keep going no matter what the world around you is doing. In many ways, the winter arc is a test of your commitment. It's easy to stay committed to your goals when the sun is shining and the path is clear. But true commitment is tested in the winter, when the obstacles are greater, when progress is harder to see, and when the temptation to give up is at its strongest. Endurance is the manifestation of that commitment. It's the decision made day after day to keep moving forward, even when the outcome is uncertain, even when the journey is long, and even when the cold is biting. Endurance, in the end, is about believing in yourself. It's about trusting that no matter how difficult the winter may be, you have what it takes to make it through. The cold may last longer than you anticipated, the challenges may be harder than you expected, but with endurance, you know that you can face anything. The fire within you, that burning desire to succeed, to thrive, to keep going, that's what will carry you through. And when the winter finally breaks, when the cold gives way to warmth, you will look back and realize that it was your endurance that made all the difference. Winter is not the end of the story, it's the chapter where the hero rises, shaped by the storm, to become something greater than they ever imagined. As you stand in the heart of your winter arc, facing the cold winds of adversity, it's tempting to see this season as nothing more than a hardship to endure. But let me remind you, winter is not a punishment. It's a transformation. It is the forge in which you are shaped, the crucible where your spirit is tested and where the seeds of your future greatness are planted. The cold doesn't diminish you, it reveals you. The winter doesn't strip you of your power, it uncovers the strength that lies dormant within you. The winter arc is an inevitable part of every journey. Just as the earth cycles through its seasons, so too do we experience moments of warmth and growth, followed by periods of cold and struggle. And while the warmth of summer may bring us comfort and joy, it is the winter that teaches us who we really are. It's in the cold that we learn the value of resilience, that we understand the meaning of true strength, and that we discover the fire that burns within us, capable of withstanding even the harshest storms. Do not fear the winter. Do not run from the challenges it brings. Instead, embrace them, knowing that each struggle, each moment of adversity is sharpening you, preparing you for what comes next. The frost may sting, the winds may howl, but you are not fragile. You are not weak. You are the tree that stands tall in the midst of the storm, your roots growing deeper with each passing day, anchoring you to the earth, and ensuring that when the spring comes, you will bloom brighter and stronger than ever before. The beauty of the winter arc lies in its ability to transform. Think of the most powerful forces of nature, the mountains, the glaciers, the oceans. All of them were shaped by time, by pressure, by forces that seemed at first destructive. But from that destruction came creation, from the pressure came beauty. You too are being shaped by the forces of this winter. You are being molded, refined, transformed into the person you are destined to become. It is not the easy times that define you, it is how you rise in the face of difficulty that tells the story of who you are. As you navigate this winter, remember that you are never alone. The greatest leaders, the most successful people, the heroes we admire, they all went through their own winters. They too faced times where the cold seemed unbearable, where the path forward was unclear. But they endured, they kept moving forward even when the world seemed frozen around them. And just like them, you too will make it through. You too will emerge from this winter stronger, wiser, and more resilient than ever before. The winter arc is also a reminder that life is cyclical. No season lasts forever, and no matter how long or cold the winter may seem, spring will come. The days will get longer, the sun will return, and the warmth will spread once again. But when it does, you will not be the same person who entered the winter. You will be stronger. You will have endured. And that endurance will be the foundation upon which you build your future success. The challenges of this season are temporary, but the strength you gain from overcoming them will last a lifetime. In the end, the winter arc is not just about survival, it's about becoming. It's about embracing the process of transformation, trusting that every hardship, every struggle, every moment of doubt is shaping you into something greater. This season may test you, but it will not break you. In fact, it will build you. The fire within you will burn brighter because of the cold. Your resolve will strengthen in the face of adversity, and your heart will expand with each lesson learned. So when you look back on this winter, years from now, you will not remember it as a time of pain, but as the moment you found your true strength. You will see it as the season where you stood tall, where you kept moving forward, where you proved to yourself and the world that no storm could stop you. The cold didn't break you, it built you. And that is a power that will remain with you for the rest of your life. As we come to the end of this journey together, let me leave you with this thought: winter is not the enemy. It is the season that forges heroes. The winter may be cold, but your heart, your passion, your dreams, they burn brighter. This season will pass, and when it does, you will not just have survived, you will have become something greater than you ever thought possible. So embrace the winter arc. Let it shape you, let it teach you, and let it transform you. And when the spring comes, you will emerge as the person you were always meant to be: stronger, wiser, and ready to conquer whatever comes next. Remember, the winter is only a chapter. Your story is far from over. You are not defined by the cold, but by how you rise in its midst. And rise you will. The winter arc may have started, but so has your transformation. Let the world see who you truly are.